advise men to date younger women with less trauma and baggage then?
Oh my God. Oh God. No, they gotta deal with the women that they've traumatized. Date your age.
Younger women do not have less baggage and trauma or anything else. Younger women don't have a lot of life experience, obviously, because they're younger. And having been, you know what, I can talk shit about 20-year-old girls because I've been a 20-year-old girl. And if you are on the same emotional plane as a 20-year-old girl, that says a lot about you if that's who you are dating, and I don't suggest it.
So the older you are, the more jaded you are, basically.
Pretty much, because you've been through it all, and then every time you go through a breakup and go through that, you get bitter and bitter. Your guards are up all the way.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, it's funny that she says they don't have trauma and then she demeans them. Yeah. Isn't that great? Isn't that funny?
So what do you guys think about this paradigm? Older men saying, I like to date younger women in part because they haven't had their hearts broken as much and they don't come into it with so much trauma. Go ahead.
The streets are crazy. I've got my heart broken plenty of times by some crazy ass like situations like y'all wouldn't even believe this. So I've been bitter. I'm ready for a man to take care of me, but again, I have to be attracted to him. He has to have all the stuff y'all like promote.
Tristan's
I believe
right
in
here.
that.
He's
yeah.
just sitting right here. I don't know why don't you
Hey.
just look him in the face.
Chain, man. Look
Why
at
don't you
that
just
chain.
yes.
Make
just
eye
stare at it. Look at it. Just look at
I gotta get a chain.
Yes.
Okay, assert my dominance. Hey,
Okay.
let's go.
Assert my dominance. Beautiful. Is anybody else? Go ahead, Maritza.
I think older men date younger women because I feel like they want to mold them to their way.
Yes.
I feel like that's one of the reasons.
I don't see. Here's the thing. If my way is let's get up in the morning and go work out every single day, and we got to stop that shit that you're eating all the time, get rid of your vapes, get you to read 30 books a year. If that's what like my way, is that really that bad?
You're really
Seriously,
coming
if
at
I'm a
me.
successful fucking 47-year-old entrepreneur, is it really bad to be my way? I rescue animals and work with domestic abuse
I'm not
charities.
an animal,
Is it really
though.
that bad though? Is it really bad to be my way?
You just compared me to
wanna
like rescuing animals.
No, no, no.
so I
What
feel
I'm saying,
like-
what I'm saying is, no. What I'm saying is, is it really like if I'm a successful entrepreneur who's doing good by my society and a retired U.S. military officer, wouldn't it be better if you're 21 to have a mentor or to have a partner
But-
who is doing better?
But that's like where the dad point of like view comes into. Like I don't want a man that like I came from a mom who raised me and my sister. I don't have a father figure in my life until recently. But my mom showed me how to have respectful men in her life, and she showed me how to be an independent woman and work for that. But like I don't know, like it's just yeah.
If you're dating me, I'm going to teach you how to run meta ads and write sales
But I don't
copy.
want my partner
I'm going to
to
help
teach
you
me
start
that.
your own fucking business. Is it really that bad? Am I trying to groom you too much?
No, surround yourself.
Also, the other
We're
thing is,
gonna do intermittent fasting. You're gonna do cold plunges and fucking summer.
wait. How about, we never even talk about the fact that it's clear in the data that younger women prefer older men. You
Yes.
see it on dating apps. They set their preferences for men who are older than
Yes.
them.
Woo, don't let Mac and Murphy hear you.
Now the thing is they tend to date men who are about 3 years older than them.
Yes.
And so the trope is it's so gross that the 45-year-old man is dating the 25-year-old woman. No, what's going on is there's a few 45-year-old men who are in really good shape, who are really fucking like have a business, have shit going on, maybe even a social media profile. They have some level of status, and women find those men more attractive. And I'll tell you why. It's because they're dangerous. It's like when you're young, you have all this vigor and testosterone. Now, if you're older and you still have those stuff, now I have life experience and money. I am dangerous.
And
as fuck
TRT.
now. Yeah, well, I meant
Can I
that's what
say-
TRT
can I
means,
say
bro. That's what I
something?
was
Right,
saying.
Can you hear me?
That's what I was talking about, obviously. But no, the thing is, like, I think, by the way, I think TRT is a huge part of this. I think TRT is going to cause younger women to want to date older men because you don't need to fix me. If you're dating me, you don't need to fix me.
Yeah.
And
I'm
I
sorry.
feel like, but that's a girl's perspective too. Like when an older guy is like telling them kind of what to do, it may be in like the approach of how they're saying it, but you may take it as like, oh, you're being my dad right now. You know
Can I
what I'm
say
saying? But if you
something,
share
though?
the same passions,
No,
and, like,
if I'm teaching how to do sales copy, I'm not trying to be
but
your
if I'm
dad.
interested in
Yeah.
that, I'm gonna really appreciate
Yeah.
that. But if I'm not, I'm be like, why are you teaching me this
Go
in
ahead,
the
boss.
first place?
Hey, go on.
Hey guys, live lavish. Sorry, Anyways, listen. When it comes to older men, it's the best way to go because they're more wise. They've already been through it. They're more mature. See, younger men, especially these days, they're very, very immature. Like because, like you guys were saying earlier, the social media, the technology, they're processing things slower. But older men, they're like, they didn't have that technology growing up, right? So they have wisdom. It's different. You can actually talk to them. You can slow down, be still, and be okay, and hang out, right? But like with young men, they're just like, this. Even men my age, I'm 28. I can't even date men my age.
Yeah.
I have to date men older than me because they're more mature. They know what to do.
Like I remember when I first moved to Vegas, when we first started hanging out, you were like, yo, don't say your age, ever.
Yeah.
Act like you're older.
Yeah. So I want you guys to consider this. Leonardo DiCaprio, there's the whole thing about him dating girls up until they're 25. In that scenario, who is always to blame? But the media only blames one party. They only blame Leonardo DiCaprio. They never look. Again, these women are old enough to vote, join the military. They're old enough to do. They're old enough. They're not old enough to run for office, but they're about. As soon as they're old enough to run for office, then he gets rid of them. But my point is, they are never at fault. Right. It is always the older man, and she just said, "I like older men because of X."
Let me hold this microphone. I'll be the first one to say I love older men. My whole life, I've loved older men because this is why women mature quicker than men. Mm-hmm. So if I'm at this level and you're a man, you're my age, you're here. So in order for us to meet somewhere in the middle, you have to be not only older than me, but you have to way older than me.
Let me bring up something else. I want to meet these 50-year-old divorced men who are like ripped and in really good shape, and 22-year-old women come up to them, and I'm gonna tell them, no, don't date that hot 22-year-old. Is that what you tell them, Garrett? No, don't date her. I want to meet these 45-year-old guys who are just turning down the 22-year-olds. Please show them to me. I want to meet those guys. Like, what about this? What if I'm 47 and women under 25 are choosing me? What am I supposed to do? Go ahead and tell me I'm not supposed to date them. Let me know that, because then I want you to point out to me the other motherfuckers who are doing this. I want you to show them to me.
It takes real wisdom from
like
a woman.
Parent, like my dad is that age, so for him to go after a girl like my age or younger is kind of fucking weird to me. I'm gonna be honest.
But what if a girl your age goes after him?
That's fucking weird. He didn't pay in the first place, so why is he spending it on you?
Okay, but that's
question.
true. But let me tell you why it's not true.
Not now.
My dad kind of did the same thing. Like he dated someone that was like 4 years older than me, and I was like, what the fuck,
Does
right?
that feel weird?
But then I realized that like my dad and I, we are so close and we get along so well that it makes sense that someone my age or a little bit older than me relates with my dad. Now, someone that was a woman that was his age would not commute, like they cannot relate, like they can't be compatible because my dad is immature for his age.
So would your dad be able to take it okay if like you dated someone that age, like he wouldn't feel a type of way? He'd be like, oh, I get it? Or would he be like, that's my little daughter, like that's my daughter?
He gets me. He's like,
okay, so that I feel like a difference in like relationships with dad, because my dad would be like, what the fuck? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are we doing out here?
I got a question. What's your age range?
I'm 28.
No, but for your gut, for the
Well,
guys.
honestly, the oldest guy I dated, and I'm like 72. Okay.
Oh.
72.
Yeah, I'm not with you on that one.
All right.
That's a little outside of.
He was 69.
I'm sorry. The demographic. The survey doesn't. Hey guys, the survey doesn't go that high.
No, for real.
The dating app doesn't have that number.
Listen, no, for real.
Oh my god.
For real. The oldest that I've been with.
You're dating the owner of the Raiders? Well, who the fuck are you dating?
41. My ex was 41. The oldest ex I have is 41, and he was still very immature.
How long?
How old were you though?
Yeah.
So at the time when I dated the guy who was 42, I was like 24.
So here's our experience with men in our programs. I have 70,000 men that have been through my programs. And the guys that get divorced and then go date girls under 30, they're not looking for anything serious. They've been in relationships with women that have been naggy and critical, and they've been
and they
scarred,
already have kids too.
and they have children,
right?
and they want to have a woman who wants to play and have fun, and they can just fuck off with.
Yeah.
There's another. The challenge is when that starts to push a little bit towards serious. These men also don't want any more kids. Mm-hmm. And they also start to run into a challenge with it.
Yeah. Hey, you know what's funny about the Leonardo DiCaprio thing? Do you know who never blames Leo? The women he dated.
Yeah, they never go back and like, that's
Wait,
terrible.
how is that man the common denominator and you guys aren't looking at the numerators? Like, throw it back to 4th grade math. The numerator could change. The common denominator is Leonardo. He's the issue.
No. The common denominator is high. The common denominator is high status men in general that young women want to date. That's what she just said. It's not just Leonardo DiCaprio. He's just the alpha Chad of the high status dudes.
that he's Leonardo DiCaprio, but it's also the fact that like he's reached this level of success, so he has some wisdom to give me. Like, I'm
Yeah, but that's not why they're with him. That's not why they're with him. They're not with him for his wisdom.
Like I'll meet men.
I listen. One of my good friends is Bulgarian. They're not with him for the wisdom.
I'm gonna learn some shit.
I want some
from you,
wisdom
though.
from Dan. Let me get him some wisdom.
This is how I have 4 functioning businesses right now. You wanna know how I have 4 functioning businesses? Because I date older men that are successful.
Man, you let those 4 older men groom you. How dare you let them groom you? You know what? My girlfriend was more than 20 years younger than me, and you know what we did every day? Go to the gym together. We rescued animals together, and we talked about SEC football together. We had enough in common, and what I needed was peace, like what you said before. It's like I'm a successful entrepreneur. I don't need to come home and have you to explain to me what my ROAS is on my ad spend. It's fine. I got guys who can handle that. I don't need you to do it. So it's fine. Like I'm just saying, like I'm not recommending if you're 50 years old, I don't recommend you date a 25-year-old. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there is nothing weird when they're attracted to you. That is not a sin. And people who sit there and try to make you feel bad for not dating age-appropriate women, grow up. It's usually women who have over 30 who are overweight trying to tell you you're not supposed to date young women. Yeah. It's so crazy. It's never, the young women, when you ask them about it, it's like, should they if they did that survey with 23-year-old women, be like, yeah, I love older men. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. It was like, you wouldn't go out with The Rock? Oh, yeah, because he's too old. He's 50. Shut up. Like, it's ridiculous. Anyway.
Wait, what about the women that are over here like, oh, I got to have a 9 to 5 and an older man? Like, I'm just confused to like where that concept comes because I'm attracted to the older mindset, but I want someone that's still fun. Let's keep going. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I'm sorry, but as a woman, that I come off a little strong. I'm not going to lie. But, like, I have this sensitive side to me where it's, like, nourishment. However, is it wrong to expect, like, if I'm bringing this to the table, is it wrong to expect the same thing?
Well, an older mindset comes with age.
But I'm... Again, like age, yes, I understand, but like
this goes back to his evolution theory.
But I'm not saying evolution. But I'm not going to
not
let
a theory.
No, but I'm not going to let science depict my feelings and where I think someone could grow. Yes, it's going to be in the mindset. However, I'm all about love. I'm a lover girl. I will gamble on you until there's a moment where you make me think that we have a possible risk. Even then, I'm still willing to gamble on you, and I'm still willing to take the L and pivot to whatever we need. Does that make sense?
See, I used to be like that. Then I realized I was taking care of a child.
No,
like
I get
was
it,
like
I
the
get it.
mom vibes with that. Like,
no, see, the thing is, and I'm gonna quote Richard Cooper here, is like women don't care about a man's struggles. They wait at the finish line and they fuck the winners. Okay? But not every guy is going to be a winner. And not every woman is going to meet that guy at that. It's not going to be that girl that's at the.
Let me ask you a question.
So they have to. So they have to invest in that man's potential while he's younger.
But what if the potential is what you would do in the same scenario?
You're betting he's going to be a winner at a later date.
So it's not if, it's when.
Okay, I want you to consider this. So women don't care about your struggles. They wait at the finish line and they fuck the winners. Who here knows a girl who dated a drug dealer? Anybody? Have you ever? You guys all lie. You all know a girl. So wait. So did she have problems spending his? Hold on. He made money selling drugs. Did she have any problems spending his money? None. So she did not care about his struggle, but she just fucked the winner. Who here? I know this is gonna sound crazy. Who here knows a girl who's dated a guy on steroids? Does anybody here know a girl who's dated a guy on steroids? Of course. So my question once again is: was that his struggle? She doesn't care about his struggle. She doesn't care about the fact that he cheated or whatever you want to think of anabolic steroids. She doesn't care about that at all. She just sees big muscles and money. All she gives a fuck about is the finished product. She does not care about his struggle. Bro,
isn't it ironic? Jordan Belfort's wife only divorced him when he got caught.
That's funny.
Only after he got caught. That's when she divorced him.
Yeah. Awesome.
All right, let me do. I got another one here for you. Here we go. Another video. Okay, ready? Watch the screen. Oh, God damn it! That's the wrong one. Hang on 1 second.
Wrong one. Don't lose the Louis now.
Let's see. Let's go with this one.
Let's turn it off. Sorry, guys. We'll try to fix the audio here in a little bit. All right. Anyway, going back to what we said before. the idea that they don't care about your struggles is like really, really important. The thing is, like we were talking about before about therapy. If my therapist does not include my struggles in my therapy, so for instance, if I was a trust fund baby, and I had like endless amounts of money, and then my therapist was like, hey, here's some meditation things we should do, help you to get over your trauma, et cetera, that would be fine. But if I have to work in order to feed my family, I can never sit here and hear that I'm just enough. I have a burden of performance no matter what. Someone will take my girl, someone will, do we make it work?
You good?
All right, do you want to try it?